Hi, I'm Prashant Singh and I lead the design team at Manastu Space. And as for what we do, well, this is where everything starts. What a design team actually does is, it not only captures the requirements that you start the project with, so that would be in terms of size, the envelope, the weight and all those parameters. We gather those requirements, we convert those requirements into practical constraints, and then based on those constraints, we develop some ideas. And then these ideas are then taken to the manufacturing team with whom we have discussions, and then we finally come with a design which is not just functional but also can be manufactured and then integrated. Then again the design team is involved in the development of testing plan, which ensures that the parts that are manufactured are not just functional for a couple of uses but for a very long period. So working in the field of aerospace was both a destiny and a deliberate choice. So as a kid, I loved watching space documentaries for hours, and honestly at that time I did not understand anything. But during my engineering studies, I started to realize that this might be a field that I would like to work in. And then I started looking for opportunities and to get into the field of aerospace. And Manastu was providing one, and then here I am. I had joined Manastu Space back in 2018. I had just completed my bachelor's in mechanical and was looking for an opportunity to get into the field of aerospace. At that time, Manastu was providing such an opportunity in terms of internship, and I had applied for it. Soon after that, I got offered a full-time role, and after having some brief discussions with our founders and given the vision of the company, I realized that this might be a field and an area where I could push the boundaries, both of humanities and myself. So one thing that I love about Manastu is the innovative mindset. Everyone here is so passionate about solving tough challenges, and the freedom that we get in terms of creativity is unmatched. It's not just about achieving big milestones, but also about the journey you have with your team. And that is something that you can see when the team works overnights and even on holidays and achieve amazing feats in a practically impossible time. So user experience when it comes to space missions usually refer to ease of integration. You can take our propulsion system for example. It is a very modular, very plug and play kind of system which ensures that the final customers which will be using it are able to integrate it with their satellites pretty easily. So this modularity is ensured in design level itself. We have multiple components in place like propellant tank, thrusters, valves, which are built in a way that can be modularly used in different kind of propulsion system. So as soon as we get some requirements, we just size those components accordingly and we have our final propulsion system ready. This ensures that the lead time that we have for producing such a system is relatively small. So one of the biggest challenges that my team had to face was definitely the POEM mission. So we had individual components in place. So propellant, catalyst, propellant tank, thrusters, all of them were pretty good in terms of the technology. But then squeezing them all down in a very small 200 cross 100 cross 100 box was a challenge. And not just that, we had to do that in a very short span of 8 months. And over that, we had to qualify that system for very unwelcoming environments of space. And that was difficult. But the approach that we had was very simple: fail fast, learn fast. In a couple of weeks, we had some preliminary design ideas, which then underwent some extensive reviews and analysis, and then we finally iterated upon it. And once we had some concrete iterations, then it went into manufacturing and some prototypes, and then it was finally tested, and it came to the final design that was successfully tested last year. One of the key skills that we look for as a part of design team is adaptability. Aerospace engineering is a very demanding and very challenging field, and most of the time you would be faced with problems which you do not have solutions to. And in those cases, you would have to learn from scratch and sometimes think out of the box and come up with some solutions that no one has ever worked on. So if I had unlimited funds, I love simulations, but I also love testing. Unfortunately, there is no software which is able to merge them both. So I would definitely fund some software development team which can take the data and maybe make some kind of software which helps us analyze things quicker and more efficient way. Working for Mission Adyanta was an incredible journey. And a year ago, when this mission had started, none of us even thought that this would be possible. And yet here we are, with our system orbiting around the Earth as we speak. This mission not only condenses years of knowledge and technology that we have at Manastu, but also blood and sweat of people that have worked on it. They have spent countless hours, days and nights, and even on holidays working for this mission, ensuring that everything goes as per the plan. There were times where things did not, yet our team was able to fight through, and finally we were able to deliver.
Some idea of how I'm feeling. I've screamed so much, nights and days, so much I've spent, and not once I thought it would be this amazing. I knew it would be great, but this is something else. I had goosebumps, I had tears, and whatnot. And the moment I saw the separation, oh, and the feeling that you feel it here, you feel the thump here. So good, so amazing.